Hello. Hi there. Ah, hey there. It's me, Aliveus Duke. Here, Aliveus Duke here to entertain you in this very fine evening. Sit back, relax, enjoy the stream how we like this, because now we are live. Hi there. Oh, didn't know that has a hole in it. Huh, didn't know my glove has a hole in it now, but yeah. Hello. Hello, now you may be thinking, why is one hand glove and the other not? Well, funny story, which we'll get to that later, but... Which, of course, we'll get to that later, but... First of all, I want to know how you guys doing tonight? I didn't know there was a hole in my glove, my god. Man, these gloves don't really last long. I mean, they are pretty cheap, so... it is what to expect. They are pretty cheap, so yeah, what do you expect? But hey, hello, me in real life here. Is me in real life here. Oh, my hands, my absolute unit of a hand. I mean, look at that. Look at the size of that right there. That's absolute unit size right there. But yes, hello, me in my tan glory. You wanna know how tanned I am? Easy. This is, you guys, I did post this, but yeah. You wanna know how tan I am? That is where my watch usually sits. That is the rest of my arm's color. Yeah, I got tan super badly when I went hiking a couple weeks ago. Ever since then, it's still very, very well done, I should say. Ever since then, it's still very well done. Hang on, let me put this back on. That is one of my... That is where... Anyway, yeah, we're back. Tan line has officially been covered by my watch again, just so you guys don't have to see that monstrosity. Or at least this one is rather even, because I don't wear any accessories on my left arm. Except for this, but I only wear this on special occasions, which we'll get to anyway. So yes, you may have wondering where I went this weekend. When I usually would stream on the weekend, I don't. Also, don't mind the camera shaking, because this table that I'm using now is not exactly the most stable. But yes, you guys may be wondering where have I been this weekend. Where did my chat go? Ah, there you are. Alright, I popped it out, so yeah. I don't know why it wouldn't stick to OBS. Again, I have to look that up. How do you... Wait, actually, I'm looking that up. How to... let me look that up. How to stick live chat to OBS. Okay. How to add live chat to OBS? You can place this an icon of your software, blah blah. Okay, no, that's not what I meant. I'm looking for a way to like. I'm looking for a way to. So yeah, I'm gonna have to mute you guys for a bit. So I'm gonna have to mute you guys for a bit just so you guys don't listen to my absolute thing. So be silent for a bit. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. How do I do that? Okay, go to view. Oh no, docs. Alright, go to docs. Okay, so grab the thing, grab the URL here. Grab the URL. Alright, grab the URL. Alright, grab the URL and then go to docs. Custom browser docs. Okay, got it. Alright, docs. Custom browser docs. Doc name, YouTube. YouTube live chat. Okay, YouTube live chat. URL. Control V. And apply. Ah, there it is. Right. So can I put you? No, put you on the side. Can I put you on the side? I can put you on the side. There we go. Right. Apply. Okay, close. There we go. Right. Ha. Sign into chat. Sign into my very excellent things. How come I haven't done this a while? Okay. What's our password? Hmm? Huh? Okay, there we go. Right. There we go. Right. YouTube chat has been absolutely restored, so I don't have to pop out the window from the thing again. Alright, so there we go. Okay, crisis averted. Now I have YouTube chat on OBS and I can see clearly without having to add an additional tab or window. Alright, so what exactly we're doing here today? Alright, you guys can't hear anything. Whoops. Oops, you guys can't hear anything. Well, you can't hear the BGM, but outside of that, you guys can't hear anything. But yes, what exactly we're doing today? Well, it's simple. Sorry, phone. Again, table not exactly the most stable, so I do apologize for any shaking. So what exactly we did? Well, so last weekend, I went to 2 conventions. Now you may be thinking how I do that. Well, technically speaking, it's because 2 conventions were taking place at the exact same time, which is 9th to 10th November, which was last weekend. So, I decided to visit both of them. The first day for one, and the second day for the other. Yes. So yes, I went. And I also... Now, the reason why I'm wearing one glove on one hand, right here, is because, well, I cosplayed for the very first time. Yes, let me show you exactly who I cosplayed as here. So we take a look at image here. Image, let's go to browse. Let's go to browse here. So, let's go to browse here. Is that? Whoops, that's a bit too big. Oh, is that? Why is that so huge? Hang on. Oh yeah, I guess that's huge. But yeah, this is who I cosplayed as. This is who I cosplayed as. This guy right here. How do I position that? Wait. Okay, position it just right. There he is. This guy right here. Yes, I cosplayed as him. He is Spy. You may know him as the Spy. You may know it's not the funny man that goes, gentlemen. Yep, that's exactly who I decided to cosplay as, and it's also why I have this black glove that I'm wearing. Right here. Now, the reason for the one-handed glove, well, it's pretty simple. When I was putting on my cosplay, when I got into location. So basically, I went from my house, I took a train. I wasn't in my full cosplay, because obviously if you wear this in public, that's gonna freak people out. So, no can do on that. So, instead, I just showed up in the white suit. So basically what I wore was the pants and the white shirt. I didn't put on the suit jacket or in the... Oh, wait. Wait, hang on. Okay, nothing important. Sorry. Right, so if you're wondering what I'm using for this camera, by the way, is my phone, so yeah. Wondering what I'm using for my camera is my phone. So what I'm doing now is actually using the phone stand that I would set aside the keyboard to read chat while I'm to read chat while I am oh, sorry, there's something on my face here. Oh wait, gotta keep it out of view. Okay, there we go. Right. By the way, is my stream actually live? I'm very confused right now. Wait, hang on, I'm very confused. Am I actually live, or am I just talking to myself the whole time? No, I'm live, okay. Right. Alright, I'm left. Sorry about that. Ooh. Yeah, there's something up my face that's causing me to sneeze here, but yeah. Ooh. But yeah. But essentially, yeah, I cosplayed a spy. I cosplay as the spy from TF2. So I showed up in a white shirt and I wore the suit jacket once I got on location. And once I got inside the building, that's when I decided to go full cosplay. I put on the balaclava, I pull out my cosplay prop weapons, and of course I put on my gloves. Now, I put on my gloves, and what happened was that my right glove got turned inside out. And I tried to like brute force my fingers through it. Unfortunately, I applied too much force, and that's the result right there. This is what remains of the glove that was the. Oh wait, you guys can't see. This is what remains of my right glove, my right hand glove. Right here is this little tiny piece. There was another piece, but I forgot where that went. There was another piece of this glove, but I forgot where that went. So. That is what's left of the one that's supposed to go with a pair of these. And even this is starting to break because there's a hole in it, as you can see. There's a hole in it. I mean, to be honest, these gloves are kind of cheap. And they're really meant for single use, not reusability. So yeah, that's probably why they are kind of fragile. And yeah, as you can see a hole just forming right there. It's very hard to position where my camera is because I don't really do hand cam streams like too often here, but I decided to do it anyway because obviously I got a lot of stuff that I want to share with you guys. Mostly the merch that I got from this two convention, but we'll get to those later. So yes, we're back on topic. So we're kind of back on topic. So here is my spy cosplay. As you can see, it's not really the best. I mean, it's still pretty good. A lot of people actually gave me comments when they took pictures of me that it looked pretty good, but it still has some flaws. Mostly the balaclava hole here. Like, originally the balaclava that I wore here had no mouth hole, so I had to cut this open. And it's not really the most tidiest of cut. As you can see, it's like slanted lower, so I oftentimes have to like fix it around my mouth to get that spy effect. But yeah, it was not the best cut to a balaclava, but that's because this balaclava was made out of pretty good material, so it was pretty tough to make a cut. Like, it wasn't those cheap balaclavas that you could just cut through. This was like a good premium balaclava, which kind of makes me sad that I had to cut it, but I should probably have brought a bottle of water before I did this. But I should probably wait. Hang on. Okay. There we go. Right, what was I? Right. Of course. So yeah. So I decided to cosplay as the TF2 spy, and I went around. So the first convention I went to is the Indonesian Comic Con on the 9th of November on Saturday. I went from around 9 a.m. from my place to there. I arrived there around 10:45. It was relatively like quick either. Like you think the lines are pretty packed, but strangely not. Like in the morning the lines were pretty non-existent. In fact, like there was literally no line at all to get to the tickets. To like redeem your QR codes to get the tickets, there was no line at all in the morning. That's because I think Comic-Con, like at least this particular Comic-Con, the cool stuff happens in the afternoon till evening. So that's why people really didn't like go in the morning. The morning everything is just opening up and not all the booths are ready. Like especially like some of the booths I went to in the morning, they basically weren't ready yet. Like even the guy that was running the booth wasn't there yet. So I got in pretty early, but you know what? I'm not gonna regret it because I got some sweet pictures here. So this is our first picture. Now there's another one that I'm gonna show here, which is just me just wandering around. So this is me when I got to the front. Why is that so tiny? There we go. Maybe when I get to the front. So when you get to the front of the exhibition halls, you see a lot of these like HoloLive welcoming stuff. And yeah, this is the picture I took right here. This is the Muna panel. This is the first one. This again before things got crowded. This is like the best time. I was like the only one that was here around here. Like really, this place only became packed with like Holo fans at around like afternoon to evening. So yeah. Now I'm gonna grab a bottle of water real quick. So I'll be right back. we're back. Alright, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I had to grab a quick drink of water right here. Water's right here. Water's important, so always make sure you have a bottle of water in hand, because we're gonna be doing a whole lot of talking this stream, because that's technically what we're supposed to do. But yeah, where was I? Oh yes. So this is the next photo I took with me in my spy cosplay, in my really cool spy cosplay, and yeah. Really cool spy cosplay, and this basically is an area where you have like these like really these like thank you for coming, like I don't know what these are called in English, but they're basically meant to like present, like say that hey, welcome to whatever, and it's essentially here. So we have a Muna one, and then next to it is a Kobo one, and the next one is there's a frog outside my window. There's a frog outside my window making all sorts of noise. Okay, actually no, that is legitimately a frog outside my room. There's a frog just croaking up a party. There's a frog like croaking up the party right outside my window. Never heard frogs that loud before, so that must be really close to my window. The fact that I can hear it from here, but. Hopefully it's not too loud that the mic picks it up, but I doubt it. I mean, but you know, I doubt it. Why would the mic just pick up frogs from outside? I mean, to be honest, that can happen, but yeah. Yeah, there's a frog. There is literally legitimately a frog outside my window that's like causing a lot of noise. It's like causing a lot of noise, but yeah. Anyway, back onto the topic at hand, and back into the topic at hand that doesn't involve frogs outside my window, but yeah. So I went here. This is in the morning, so there wasn't really much holo fans. Like holo fans show up around afternoon to like evening. That's when the holo fans just flood this area. They want to take a picture with a standee of their Oshi. Respectable. I also met a very famous man, which we will get to later, by the way. But yeah, so I took a picture of this. It's super okay, and yeah. And then next up, what did I do after that? Oh yeah. So I went inside. Huh? Okay. Okay. For a second I thought my thing disconnected. Wait. Actually? Okay, no, it didn't disconnect. Okay. So just gotta angle it to make sure it doesn't show my face, because doxing bad. There we go. It's on the very edge, so I'm just gonna bring it a little closer. Was that the original position? Yeah, that's the original position. But yeah. That's the original position. But yeah, put that there. That's the original position. So yeah, that's essentially what happened. I went in there and boom. I didn't take a picture of a lot of people, because a lot of people actually asked me for photos. And you know what? This is like, again, and I remind you, this is the first time I've ever cosplayed before. So I was not really unfamiliar with how cosplayers react. But the fact that people are actually willing to ask to take pictures with me, that's honestly just a highlight of my day. The fact that a lot of people recognize that this is supposed to be Spy from TF2. Like, I thought people would just have to squint a little bit, like, is he actually thing? But it turns out people like get away. But the fact that people got it right away, that makes me like kind of happy. And really, the fun fact about being in Indonesian Comic Con here was that Indonesian Comic Con was that I was the only TF2 cosplayer. I don't know why. Throughout the entire convention, I never saw a single TF2 cosplayer. I thought it'd be popular, because honestly, TF2 is like, I mean, it's not that popular in Indonesia, admittedly, but it's still a very popular game. Like, everyone who knows PC gaming knows TF2. Like, even one of like the booth like people, the booth, what's it called? the booth attenders, right? He literally I was like stopping by, and he pointed out, it's like Spy from TF2, and yeah, I said yeah, and I shook hands, like he knows his stuff. He's a man of culture, so exactly. So yeah, that's my cosplay highlights. I really wish I got more photos, to be honest. This is not the only photo I've got, by the way, but let's just say I was not really like taking pictures, because when people ask me to take pictures, they usually use their personal phone instead of, you know, my own. I really should maybe just take pictures as well. I only took a picture with a few people of interest, but so what exactly I did during the convention? Well, most of the time really is that I just ended up what I ended up doing throughout Indonesian Comic Con is really just wandering around. Like, the best thing you can do in Indonesian Comic Con is just enjoying the vibes. Like, if you want to know the difference between Comic Con and Comifuro, is that Comic Con is made for you to just enjoy every showcase you got. You basically just vibe. Like, you don't really do a lot of buying, you don't do a lot of selling, but you do end up buying a couple of things. So yeah. So yeah. Right. Right, so I'm just gonna look up something. Okay, so we'll get back to that. We will get back to that. We'll get back to that. But yeah, to be honest, I cannot wait to just showcase what I got here. For Comic Con, I didn't really buy a lot of merch, but we're gonna get to that later. But essentially, what I like to do in Comic Con is literally just wander around, just enjoying the vibes. There was a Sega booth that allows you to like play their new Yakuza game, Pirate Yakuza, and as well as Sonic Shadow Generations. I didn't get to play them because they were already crowded. Like, when I got there, they were already crowded as heck. So, and it was the lines are pretty long, so I couldn't exactly. The lines are pretty long, so I couldn't exactly get it. The lines are, of course, pretty long, so yeah, I couldn't really make any time for it because it was already crowded. Even when I go in the morning, it was already pretty crowded. But yeah, there's a game demo on Sonic Shadow Generations and Pirate Yakuza, which I know everyone is looking forward to. Personally, I mean, I'm not really a big fan of those two, but maybe I should have tried the Sonic Shadow Generations, because from the looks of people playing it, it seems like really fun. Maybe I should have tried that when I had the chance, but oh well. Just take a swig of water. Let's take a swig of water, but yeah, essentially I just went like wandering around the convention with little to no. Sometimes take pictures with some people that wanted a photo with me, and I also made a video with a guy as well. He hasn't really pulled out the video yet, but I did make a way. He had like this little kid here. He was like, you know, that character, I forgot which character from the anime was it. It was like, is that character where, you know, that girl that just maxes out her defenses? I don't know what's the anime called. I mean, I know it has the basically, so I maxed out my defenses stats, but I forgot the full title and I forgot the character's name. But basically, she was like this little girl. She was cosplaying as that character, and he basically wants to make a music video with other cosplayers. And I can't wait for the video to be out. I want to see it for myself. Anyway, so yeah, I just wandered around the convention, just looking at the stuff. I didn't really buy a lot of things. I only bought 2 things from Comic-Con, which we'll get to later. But yeah, I just wandered around the convention. Some people asked me for photos, so of course I posed for them. And yeah, that's essentially it. And then at around, I don't know how long, I think it was like, what, 1 p.m.? There's a little legendary man that decides to make his appearance. And that is, of course... Oh wait, no, that's not the picture I want. I mean, I know that's one of the pictures I want, but I have a better one. Ta-da! So this, for those of you who don't know, is Jimmy. He's known by his handle as Gun Weeb Jimmy. He's basically a massive Mukirose. I still have trouble pronouncing that fan name. But he basically is well known especially among Holo fans. He is well known as basically the Mukirose. This guy here, He's basically well known as the Miyuki Rose. Yeah, he basically got popular because during one of the HoloLive's like official streams of like last year's HoloFest, I think. Yeah, last year's HoloFest, he showed up on the HoloLive stream channel, and it was just like an absolute unit. And yeah, by the way, this guy in real life, Jimmy, he is an absolute unit. He is an absolute unit in real life. Like he towers over me both in bulk and in height. I don't know exactly in bulk, both in bulk and in height. This guy is absolutely like an absolute unit. Like if absolute unit was a person, it'd be Jimmy. I mean that in the best way possible, by the way. I'm not making fun of you, Jimmy, my guy. Not making fun of you. I just think you're just big. Absolute unit right there. Like seriously, he like you guys can't see it. He's actually a couple feet behind. He's actually like a couple like he's not that far behind me, but yeah, let's just say we had to a bit of a distance between each other. And he's also like slightly bending over. Like I'm not that small. I'm 170 centimeters, but I'm 170 centimeters in height. But he's still an absolute unit by my standards. So yeah, I met him. Like, I actually ran into him when, back at that place, right, where the Holo fans gather. I was outside, I was taking a break from all the wandering around one exhibition hall, and I met him. And he was still, like, swarmed by other Holo fans, so I couldn't get a picture with him. So, after that, I went to the other, exhibition thingy. I went to the other exhibition hall. So, if you don't know, the convention center is called Jakarta Convention Center. And in Indonesian Comic Con, it's split between... Wait, hang on. Let me just hide that for a bit. It is split in between two exhibition halls, right? There's two exhibition halls, and then in between it, there's like a space, like a hallway. There's the main hallway. So there's the Crunchyroll, this is the Crunchyroll stage right here. So Crunchyroll stage is here, right? And then there's this main area. There's like a hallway where people are wandering about, and then there's the first... This is the exhibition hall. I forgot what number it is, but essentially there are two exhibition halls in here. So I was in this one, right? I was in this one, and I saw Jimmy with other Holo fans in this area. I want to take a picture with him, but that's later because he's, again, swarmed by lots of Holo fans. I couldn't get room into him, so I went to this other convention hall and wandered around a bit in there. That's when I returned, and then that's when I got this picture with him. And then, of course, that is when I got that picture with him. And again, he recognized me as Spy, so good on you, Jimmy. Thank you for recognizing me as Spy on my first cosplay attempt. On my very first cosplay attempt. But yeah, good on you, Jimmy, for figuring out that I was TF2 Spy. So, yeah. And then for that, after, After that, he went in. So basically, right, in the center of this exhibition hall that I'm in, you can actually see it. If you zoom in close, you can actually see this like booth here. This is the official merch booth, and this is where you get like official stuff, and the most amount here is HoloLive stuff. And let me tell you, the lines to that particular booth is very, 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 very long. Like, straight up, right? If I were to give you an illustration, so I'm just gonna make this smaller. If I were to give you an illustration, it'd be that if this was the booth, right? This is the booth, right? You can get rid of that. This is the HoloLive, the official merch booth. That booth that was in that photo, that was background. This is the whole booth, and it was a long line. The checkout was on this side, right? All right. Where were we? All right. So the checkout was on this side, right? Imagine the checkout being on this side, right here, on this side, right? The checkout was on this side, and all around the perimeter here, that's the hall, that's like the exhibition, like the stuff here. So you basically see a long line of like stuff that you could see, like the official merch, the showcasing the official merch. So all around here is official merch, and the center of it was actually Gunplas. So the center of it was Gunplas, all around it was official HoloLive merch, and what ended up like throughout the day, as the day goes on, the line just gets longer. Like it went from like from here, this is where the entry point of the booth is. This is where the entry point of the booth is, and the line was just extending a little bit this way. But as the day goes on, it goes so long that it goes all the way around here. So your line, the end of the line is here. The start of the line is here. To get to this checkout, you have to go from here all the way here, in there, through around here, and finally arrive at the checkout. Like, it is that crowded, especially in the afternoon and evening hours. It was like it was so ridiculously long that they had to like they had to divide it into two lines, one to get the Hololive merch and the other to just do the gacha. So there's like on this side here, there was like a line of gacha machines, right? You get gacha, you get a little trinket. In gacha, you get like a little trinket, right? You get like a little trinket, right? So if you want a gacha, you could just skip the line that goes all the way around here to here, because gacha coins are like that small. You don't have to look at that. You know what you want. Just go to the checkout, ask for some gacha coins and everything, which I did, by the way. I did make a gacha machine. I did do one of the gacha machines to get like a little like a cat keychain. It's from Sanrio, I believe. Like you know that series of cats, not Hello Kitty. It's like those cats in like sea animal costumes. I forget they're called like Maru something. I forgot, but I got one of those for my mom. I got one of those for my mom. She absolutely loves it. I got those for my mom. She absolutely loves it. So yeah. So essentially that's how it is. Like this Hololive booth here, it was so packed in the afternoon that you could be there legitimately all day. Luckily though, the convention does go into the late night hours because they have to host the concert. So basically the main draw of people going into the Indonesian Comic Con was obviously the concert. Was of course the concert, the Hololive World Tour concert, which I do. Unfortunately, I didn't get it because tickets are expensive. So yeah, tickets are expensive for here, so I didn't get to see the concert. But from what I've heard, lots of people enjoyed it, and I had fun. Although Yago wasn't present this time. Like last year, Yago was present, but this year, Yago was not present. So best man, best girl, sorry about that, best girl is not in the convention with you. But yeah. So, but yeah, that really sums up my day. So as lunchtime progressed, I'm gonna show you guys what I had for lunch that day, because it is ridiculous. Because it is absolutely like ridiculous here. This was the lunch I had. It was fried rice, and don't let that fool you. This is a huge portion, by the way. This is like fried rice. This is like fried rice that has sausage. Like I think it's beef or chicken. I don't know. I think it's beef though. Like it has sausage in between it. You can actually see it here. It has vegetables. It comes free with cucumbers, some lettuce, eggs, and of course the crackers, or kerupuk as we call them. So this this fried rice was really big. It wasn't that big of a portion, but it is pretty pricey. It was like 40,000. It was 40,000 for one of these, but I gotta say this is good. It was a bit spicy though, so if you ever tried fried rice, it is a bit spicy, so be warned about that. But this is delicious. Like this is the best. I didn't know. I thought the convention's food court was only like living in small portions, but the fact that I get a food portion this big is like, holy heck, man! It's like holy heck, man. That is some. Like, holy heck, man. That is like some. Holy heck, man. That is like such a big portion. For a convention, like food stand. For a convention food stand, it is pretty big. A sizable portion. So, yeah. It's a big thing. It took me a while to finish this. Like, it took me almost like an hour to finish this. But that's because it's also pretty spicy. So, yeah, that's probably why. It was also pretty spicy, so that's also I had to contend with it. So yeah, so it's a bit spicy. I'm not really spice tolerant. Despite me being in Indonesia, my spice tolerance is on the little lower side. I can tolerate quite a bit, but definitely not like super hot like most people associate Indonesians with. So yeah. But I gotta say, this is absolutely delicious, by the way. Again, the krupuk, the eggs, and everything is just absolutely on top. So yeah, after I had lunch, I went out into the main hall again, and I encountered this Black Noir cosplayer. Yeah, don't get confused. That's not actually Black Noir. Yeah, I ran into this Black Noir cosplayer, and the biggest reason why I took a cosplay with him is because he's unique. Because I didn't think the boys were like popular in Indonesia. I didn't know that people would know about the boys. I don't know if this guy was an Indonesian or a foreigner, because obviously he's wearing basically a TV show accurate, a screen accurate Black Noir cosplay. Like, again, if you didn't know he was a cosplayer, you could mistake me for taking a picture with with the actual real Black Noir, but no, that's not a real Black Noir. At least I think he isn't. Huh? Maybe he is Black Noir. But yeah, maybe he is like Black Noir. But yeah, maybe he is Black Noir, but yeah, he's definitely something. Like, this Black Noir cosplay was impressively realistic. Like, again, if you didn't know, you could have easily mistaken that for actual Black Noir. It is crazy. It is absolutely crazy. But yeah, I took a picture with him because I honestly love his cosplay. I mean, look how accurate that is. Like, look how accurate that is. I mean, look, the armor, the helmet, everything, it was so accurate. That's why I had to take a picture with him. Because, one, I didn't see a lot of the boys cosplay, but the fact that he pulls off Black Noir that convincingly, that realistically and accurately, yeah, I would definitely, yeah. So, yeah, I ran into this Black Noir cosplay, I asked him for a photo. This was the first time I asked for a photo, by the way. This was like the first time I asked for a photo, because usually it's people that ask me, to like get a photo with them, but this is the first time that I get a photo with someone else. I mean, technically Jimmy as well. Jimmy was the first time I asked, but this is the first time I asked another cosplayer, see if I can take a picture with them. Like, basically, I'm not exactly that nervous. You guys know, I'm kind of shy, and like, I'm like super introverted. I'm shy when it comes to interactions. It may take me a while, so know him. So really, once I started cosplaying, it's like me just discovering just a little bit of myself as I cosplay, which I definitely find fun, by the way. I would honestly like for me to cosplay again, because it's fun, like making the cosplays themselves. Now, a lot of this stuff I wear, which I'll get to later, but we'll talk about it. So let's get on topic with Black Noir. So yeah, this is the first time I asked another cosplayer to take a picture with him, and because obviously I just find this Black Noir to be super impressive. I mean, look at him. But yeah, after that, I wandered around the convention just a little bit. After that, just myself. I did film it. I was thinking of making it into a vlog, but I decided not to against it because I'm not very good at vlog filming, and I maybe should buy an action camera, the one I could just strap onto like myself and just have it film wherever I go. Maybe I should get one of those cameras. But for now, yeah, for now, this is exactly where we are right now. So basically, right, I took a picture with this Black Noir, and then other people came in and asked me to get a photo, see if they can get a photo with me, and yeah, I got a lot of people. I got from people from Indonesia, as well as some foreigners. Like, it was like these two guys. They were like, definitely, there were these two foreigner guys that want to take a picture with me. They're the ones that said that my cosplay was good, despite the fact that it's still kind of basic in my opinion. Like, I got comments from foreign guys, and honestly, that's a win. Yeah, that's definitely a win. So yeah, so after I did this, I wandered around the convention again, just looking at stuff, and then I decided to buy some merch, which we'll get to later. I have them stacked up right there behind me, by the way. But for now, we're just gonna move on with our photo journey. So the next one we have is this. So this is basically a funny idea. Yes, for my funniness, actually, I decided to make some disguises. Now, again, this is very basic. That is literally a paper plate stuck with a picture of Kobo. That is extensively the disguise I wanted. So yeah, this disguise mask is very much the most basics of disguise masks, because it is literally just a paper plate that has Kobo's face on it. Like that's it. Kobo's face. Like this. Like literally. Actually, I can show you guys right now. Hang on. Let me find it. I think I still have it. Hang on. I still have it. Hang on. So, yeah. Wait, let me get this out of the way first. Now, let me get this out of the way. As you can probably already see, this is the, let me just get this out of the way. So, yeah. Move that out of the way here. Oh, you guys can see my arms, my beautiful tan arms. This is, this is the disguise. As you can see, it's not much. It is literally just a paper plate. Like, that is an actual paper plate stuck with Kobo's face on it. Like, that's it. It doesn't even have eye holes, by the way. It does not have any eye holes, which means every time I put this thing on, I literally cannot see. There's no eye holes, like straight up. I tried to make eye holes actually. Let me go get another one. An example of like the one with eye holes. So this is alright. So this is the one with eye holes. So basically I had a funny idea. This is the original disguise mask I tried to make. So I tried to make this a disguise mask, right? And I go to the Red Spy. So if people want to take pictures with Red Spy, they could just, you know, I could just put this on and be like, hey, I'm Red Spy. But yeah, so this one of the ones I tried to make eye holes with. As you can see, I carved out his eyes here and in the back. And in the back here, and in the back here, as you can see, right there, I tried to make eye holes with this thing, but I decided that it gets an idea, so I decided to go with no eye holes for the rest of the disguise mask, because I could just like wear this, since the only time when I bust these out, if I want like a good photo opportunity. Also, Kobo's broke, as you can see. Yeah, as you can see, the rope that's supposed to attach this to my head, yeah, that's not happening anymore. That is not happening anymore, right? Spy, I need you to get out of here, right? Red Spy, I need you to get out of here. Alright. So, yeah. So, this is the disguise mask that I was wearing. This was the disguise mask I was wearing. For this photo, for this photo right here. For this photo right here. Now, the reason why I decided to take this picture, because it'll be funny, because there's Kobo, and then there is Kobo. There's Kobo, and then there is Kobo. Air quotes. So, yeah, I thought it was a funny idea, and to be honest, I think it's a pretty funny idea that So, yeah, and it's a pretty funny idea, so, yeah, I decided to get it. So, that's exactly what happened here. So it was funny, and I took this picture with a caption, Twitter caption that says, what did I post with this thing? What did I say when I posted this, this Kobo, quote unquote cosplay? I said, is your blue Oshi really your Oshi? Or perhaps, ... So funny. It is so funny. I mean, I know it's not that funny. It's like super corny, but hey, it's pretty funny. At least I have that. So at least that's something. And yeah, there's actually another photo I have with the Kobo mask here. Let me find it. Let me find it here. It's right here. This is the one. There's another photo with me and the Kobo mask. See, as you can see, there's no eye holes. So yeah. There is no eye holes, so yeah. Again, I don't know how to make Spy's disguise mask, so again, I literally just stuck a paper plate into a... what's it called? I stuck like the character's face onto the paper plates and just called it a day. I've seen another one that has a more impressive disguise mask, which again we'll get to later. That's in the later part. That's in the later parts of the stream, but yeah. So this is the disguise mask. Not much to talk about, but yeah. So yeah, see you soon, Bobo. So there, go with Spy. Go with Spy. So yeah, man, is this misaligned? Wait, hang on. Let me see. Yeah, that's not misaligned. That's actually really good. Anyway. Next up, what else is there to talk about? So next up, is this photo right here. Is this photo right here. This is me. This is me when I was about to go home. So this is basically after a whole day of wandering around the convention, just enjoying the vibes, enjoying the stuff, buy some stuff. This is pretty much me heading home. This is pretty much me heading outside, about to board the train home. And yeah, I decided to take one last picture just to show that I'm here. So yeah, I should probably talk to you exactly how I made this cosplay. So essentially, most of the stuff here is just bought stuff. Like I didn't really handmade any of this. Like every part of it is bought. The balaclava was bought. The only thing I handmade was this. The only thing I handmade was the what's it called, the mouth hole for the balaclava. The suit was bought. It was cheap. Like this isn't an expensive suit or anything. It was relatively cheap. Well, not really relatively cheap. It's cheap for a suit. That's what I'll say. It's cheap for a suit. So this is a blue suit I bought. This is the white shirt is my dad's actually. It's a hand-me-down. And then the pants, you guys can't see here. The pants is also like part of the suit set. The only thing I handmade was the disguise mask, as you guys can see, the mouth hole in the balaclava, as well as the props. Oh yeah, right. I haven't showed you guys my props yet. Hang on, let me go grab them. So these are the two props that I made, the two weapons. So the first time we have the gun, right? The gun, you guys can see it well. Man, it's very hard to angle yourself here. But this, we have the revolver. Oh, my mic. Oh, my mic. Okay, first we have the revolver. First order of business, we have the revolver. The revolver is well, basically what you got. So this is the default, this is meant to be the default revolver for the spy here. You have the classic black, like black on white, which is black on white, which is his default revolver colors, which are the default revolver colors. Now, I contemplated whether or not to make the other revolvers, but I stick with the default because... Excuse me. Alright. I stick with the default because it is the gun that most people recognize as Spy's gun, like the classic black and white revolver. And to be honest, Spy's default revolver is so beautifully colored, like the black body and the white handles, so good. So yeah, so this is, if you can't tell, it's made out of cardboard. Like every part of it is made out of cardboard. It's just cardboard upon cardboard, lots of glue, and of course painted black and white. Like, it's not the most perfect. This is definitely not the most. Like, I would say this is not the most perfect. This is not the most perfect gun, but I say I did a pretty good job. And I did a pretty good job with the white handle and a black body. And the next up, we have the big Urna, right? So, funny story is that I was supposed to make the default butterfly knife, but I realized that it was way too complex because, again, I made these in about 2 weeks. Like, that's how little time I had when making these. I had 2 weeks to complete all of this. Thankfully, I did, though, because honestly, it was worth it. I love these things. I love the way they turned out. They're not the most detailed, but hey, they're at least but at least people will know them. So, yeah. I only had 2 weeks, and only had a week to make the knife, and I figured that getting the default butterfly knife was gonna be too complex, since I have to like make it flip around and stuff. So I decided to go with the big Earner, which is Spies, which is recognizable. Like anybody who plays Spies knows what the big Earner is. So yeah. I mean, to be honest, when I play Spy, I actually use the big Earner. Like, the big Earner is a little bit underwhelming because it lowers your health but gives you a speed boost every successful backstab. And that's exactly why I like using the big Earner. I like to go backstab and then go fast. So, yeah. Backstab and go fast. So, yeah. So, I made the big Earner because it's kind of accurate to how I play Spy. I use the big Earner. So, yeah. So, the big Earner and the revolver, these two are handmade, made out of cardboard. And I say, yeah, they're not the best looking. They're not the best looking, but you know, I still like them. I still like them. I like the way they turn out. People seem to like them as well. So yeah, I enjoy them. So that's pretty much it. That's the handmade part of my cosplay. It's the balaclava mouth hole and these two right here. These two lovelies. These two lovelies here. So yeah, I enjoy this. Like honestly, this is the best part about my cosplay is just making these. Like the process of making these is so enjoyable. I love it. But yeah, I definitely need to work on my cardboard cutting skills. Because honestly, the worst part about this is cutting the cardboard itself. Like the cardboard is so thick. And the thing is also my scissors are pretty blunt. The scissors I use are pretty blunt. So that's why these are difficult to cut when I cut them. But yeah. So that's pretty much it. And then on the way home, right? On the way home, I actually encountered another cosplayer. Another cosplayer here. So we got it right here. So this is outside. Now the reason why I use my face here instead of showing my actual face is because I took most of my cosplay off already. I put the guns away in my backpack. I put the gun and the knife back in my backpack. I took off my blue suit, so now I'm just wearing the white shirt. And I took off my balaclava. Like this is already outside the this is already outside the the convention hall. So I had to take off my suit. I had to take off my balaclava because it was pretty hot. I mean, it was raining, but it was still relatively like humid, so it wasn't like really that cool. And obviously, I can't wear a balaclava outside the convention halls because that's just gonna give people the wrong idea. So that's just gonna give people like the wrong idea. So yeah. This is gonna get people the wrong idea, so I had to take off my balaclava. So this is my real face behind your lovely blonde dude's face here that's pasted on. It's actually my real face. So obviously I had to edit this to make sure my face doesn't actually show. My face doesn't actually show. But yeah, I had this lovely Michi cosplayer. So yeah. Honestly though, I didn't see a lot of like other VTuber cosplays. Most of the cosplays I see are HoloLive cosplays, which makes sense because of course the HoloLive concert was a thing. But this is the only other non-HoloLive VTuber, like non-HoloLive VTuber, what's it called? Cosplayer. So yeah, I had a picture with this lovely Michi cosplayer, and then of course we headed back. And then after this, I went home. I hopped on the train back home, which let me tell you guys, by the way, about the journey back home. The train was packed, like very packed, like very packed. Like we're talking like can barely breathe levels of packed. Like I had to stand and I basically cannot move at all. Like there was guys in besides me, there were guys in front of me, there were guys behind me. Like I couldn't move at all, and I had to literally hug my items, right? I had to put the backpack in front of me, like strap it to my front instead of hanging off the back, so it's hanging off the front, and then hanging off the front, and then what's it called? Hanging off the front, and then for a what's it called? And for the front, so I had to really squeeze myself. But we then got home, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We got home, and that's the end of day one of going through Indonesian Comic-Con. With my friends. And now we get to the best part of this whole thing and why I decided to do a handcam stream. We are going to review the merch we got, and unfortunately the merch we got for Indonesian Comic-Con only consists of these two. So we have this Ollie sticker, because obviously I gotta get something that resembles my Oshi. So I got this Ollie sticker, which I'm gonna stick to my lovely PC case right here. If you guys want to see my PC case, look at that. So yeah, Ollie is gonna go somewhere around. I see here. I say maybe here or here. But yeah, I still haven't decided where to place her yet, so that's gonna take some time. Meanwhile, it's not too high, right? No. It's not too high, right? No, I point it a little bit lower. There we go. Point it a little bit lower. There we go. Right, and then the next one, I got this. I got this gamepad right here. So the reason why I went out of my way to buy this gamepad is because, well, I need a controller for my PC. I mean, I know I have my PS4 controller, but sometimes not many games are compatible with PS controls. So I got a general gamepad that can be used on any games on the PC. Now, the reason why I grabbed this, by the way, is for the simple reason. Oh wait, is my face reflecting off of that? Oh, better be careful there. Better be careful there, because my face actually reflects off the plastic here. Yeah, my face actually reflects off the plastic here, so I gotta be careful about that. But how about that? But the reason why I grabbed this solely, the reason why I grabbed this is because I had a bargain with this. Like, the price was so, well, I wouldn't say cheap, but it was still cheaper than retail. Like, hella cheaper, like half price cheaper than retail. Even in their online store, which is usually already discounted, it is still cheaper than retail. Like, the normal price for this thing in their official website and in their like Tokopedia page, or in their, I don't know if they have a physical store, but this usually goes for around 170,000 rupiahs, Indonesian rupiahs, to around over 200,000. You know how much I got for these? 99,000. Yeah, half price, nearly half price. So that's why I grabbed this. And I haven't tested, as you can see, because it still has the plastic ceiling, I haven't opened this, I haven't tested this yet. Which is why I've decided to play Idol Showdown tomorrow. I want to test Idol Showdown with this thing. See if it works, or if it doesn't work. I don't know. But yeah, that's exactly what we are going to do. We are going to test this this thing tomorrow. Like, maybe do another handcam stream just to showcase how I got here, but how this thing performs. I have to check. Does Idol Showdown like support general gamepad, or does it have to be like PS4 and stuff? Let me see. Let's see. Where's Idol Showdown? Idol Showdown. There we go. Idol Showdown. Let's see. Store page. Store page. Pause that. Right. Partial controller support. Xbox controllers, yes. And support for other controllers is not known. Now, I know for a fact that it supports PS4 controllers because I've been playing it with the PS4. So, again, we have to test it. So, tomorrow, I'm going to need to learn how to set this thing up. How to set this thing up right here. So, tomorrow, I'm going to have to learn how to set this thing up. Oh, that's my face. Set this thing up right here. And we're going to play it. So, yeah. And we are going to play it. So, yeah. So I'm excited because I haven't tested this thing yet. I'm excited because, again, I haven't tested this thing yet, so I'm excited for tomorrow to finally test this thing out to make sure my investment was worth it. I mean, it was only 99,000, half price, but still, look at it. It's got RGB lighting, it's got customizable buttons, so that's really cool. I want to try this. So, yeah. By the way, the brand of this, which is Fantech, right, they actually have their own VTuber. They actually have their own VTuber. Her name is Fanya Agatha. She's great. Like, she's great. I haven't checked her out yet, but I think she's gonna be good. So make sure to support her while you can. But yeah, I cannot wait to test this bad boy tomorrow. Hopefully it works, because I'll be very disappointed that it's not compatible with like freaking Idol Showdown. That'll be very very embarrassing. Anyway, so that's enough of day one convention, the day one of Indonesian Comic Con. So now we move on to day two. Now we move on to day two. Day two, I did not go back to Indonesian Comic Con. Instead, I went to Komifuro, Comic Frontier, Komifuro, CF, whatever you call it. I mean, I think everybody calls it Komifuro at this point, so I definitely call it Komifuro. So yes. So we are doing... So yeah. What was I up to? Oh yeah, right. Of course. Oh yeah. So we're now moving on to day 2, which is called Komifuro, which is exactly what it sounds like since I'm going to Komifuro. So yeah, as usual. Now, the thing is though I have to mention is that in day 2 I did not go in the morning. This is due to the fact that me and my family had to go somewhere. So unfortunately we didn't go in the morning. So we only got there in the afternoon at around 2:30. So, but as a highlight though, I did get this burger for lunch. This burger for lunch is non-spawn, by the way. It's non-spawn, by the way. So yeah. It's non-spawn, by the way. So yeah. So yeah, essentially I got this burger, nice really big burger with big fries, big stuff right here for lunch. But anyway, that's enough about lunch because we are gonna talk about day 2. So day 2, I decided to rock my spy cosplay again because obviously I get to know. Now, one thing to mention though, is that no, I did not sweat at all in Indonesian Comic Con because there is a difference between the halls of Jakarta Convention Center where ICC took place and Komifuro take place is called ICE, Indonesian Convention Exhibition Center. So in ICE, the exhibition hall is much bigger. And I gotta say the difference is very stark. So because Jakarta Convention Center was very actually let me just lower this down for it. No. There we go. Right. Sorry. Man, my fat fingers do be fat fingering today. But yeah. Do be fat fingering today. But yeah, essentially whoa. Ooh, that was close. Ooh, that was close. That was very close. Alright. Was that the right angle? Yeah, there we go. That's the right angle. Yeah, as you can see, this table is not the most stable. So yeah, this table is not the most stable. So yeah. Essentially, where was I up to? Oh yeah, right. Of course, the thing. The what's it called? The Komifuro, right. So basically, the difference between Jakarta Convention Center and ICE is that in Jakarta Convention Center, the convention halls are very, very tight. They're small, tight. So you can feel the AC, even though there's lots of people inside the halls. You could feel the AC. Like there was not a time where I feel like it was too hot. But in ICE, the convention halls are very, very big. And so you can barely feel the AC, so it does get hot all the time, which is kind of bad. Well, not that bad, but it's a little bit challenging when your cosplay features a two-piece suit. So yeah, I was definitely feeling the heat a lot more in Komifuro compared to ICC. Compared to Indonesian Comic Con, I definitely feel Komifuro's convention heat much more. So yeah. So yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, that's basically it. So I arrived here at 2:30. So it's a little late because again, I had to do something with my parents in the morning, so I couldn't exactly go anywhere. So yeah, this is pretty much what we got right here. So yeah, unfortunately, I cannot go in the afternoon. So I just went here at 2:30 and that's basically it. Oh man, I got water down my shirt. That's a bit of thing. That's a bit of a problem, but I can live with that. So yeah, so I arrived pretty late, but but there's still plenty of people. There's still lots of people inside, so there's no need to worry. I wasn't too late. Now, what I was late for though was Dokibird's panel. So if you guys didn't know, on day 2, Komifuro featured a lot of guests. So one of which was Dokibird. She had a panel on 2 p.m. and unfortunately I missed it, even though that was like one of the only reasons I wanted to go to Komifuro in Komifuro in the first place was to listen to Dokibird's panel, but I missed it unfortunately. So yeah. that was definitely a minus point, a low point that I missed Doki personality. But, however, but, it's not over yet because there is. It's not over yet because there is another live performance, which we'll get to later. So if I go here, for example, what is it called? Go here. See, where is it? Okay. I did feature something here. So let me just grab a. I guess I just grab a screen cap of it because I didn't because I forgot to what's it called? Because I forgot to screenshot it, but this morning. But you guys will see. You guys will see what I'm talking about here. You guys will see what I'm talking about here. So here we have. So here we have our. So I arrived at 2:30. So I arrived at 2:30, and yeah, I enjoyed the convention immediately. It was already crowded. So here's a little tip: if you guys want to visit like Komifuro or any other convention in here, at least the best time to go is around 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. That's like the best time to go and redeem your tickets and get into the convention halls. That is honestly the best time. You want to go at around 9 or 10 a.m. The reason being is because 9 a.m. is when the tickets booth usually opens. The ticket booth usually opens at 9 a.m. So that's when the lines start moving. Now you may say that argument, why don't we go earlier so we can go ahead about the competition? Here's the kicker. A lot of people have that exact same idea. So you ended up not going ahead of the competition. You ended up already a part of it. And the reason and why this is a bad idea, because the ticket booths aren't open, the lines literally do not move at all. Like you may want to get like get the thing, right? You may want to get ahead of the line, but the line is not gonna move. So you're just gonna be stuck in line way longer than you should be. Trust me, I know this because I actually experienced this last year. Last year, I thought that, hey, what if I go early? Maybe I could be ahead of everybody. Everyone else had the same idea. I had to wait in line for 2 hours. 2 hours before the ticket booths open and finally the line starts moving. So yeah, in my opinion, the sweetest time to go to a convention, to redeem your tickets, to get into the halls, in my opinion, at best, is 9 to 10 a.m. Between those two times, those are the best. So those are the best times to go out and actually grab the tickets and everything. So that's, in my opinion, the best times to what's it called, to go into the conventions is around 9 to 10 a.m. The best time ever, because that's exactly what I did in Jakarta, in the Indonesian Convention Center at Indonesian like Comic-Con. I did exactly that, and guess what, it worked. When I went there was no line, like, at all. The convention is already open, but there was no line. Straight up, I walked in there, I looked at the cosplay ticket booths, went in there and just got in. No line whatsoever. No line whatsoever. So yeah, that's exactly why. No line whatsoever. So that is exactly why I actually recommend you guys actually do. Which is why I recommend you guys, again, 9 to 10 a.m. The best time. The best time to 9 to 10 a.m. is the best time to go ahead and get in the convention hall. So yeah, but back to the topic at hand. So I went in at 2:30. Now the biggest problem with Komifuro, right? The biggest problem and the biggest difference between Indonesian Comic Con and Komifuro is ultra crowded, very very crowded. Like, especially, again, the morning is the best. If you want a more relaxed experience with less chaotic and less people, the best time is in the morning, before lunch. It is the best time to go around the booths, the individual booths, and see what you like. Because after lunch, things get chaotic real quick, right? after lunch, things get chaotic real quick. Like, very, very chaotic, I tell you. Very, very chaotic, I tell you. Like, straight up chaotic. Like, you don't want straight up chaotic. So, you basically have a lot of people. And I mean a lot of people. A lot of people. You basically have a lot of people. A lot of people. Just straight up. You have a lot of people. So it was already super crowded when I got there, that I could barely move. Like, everything. But aside from all the chaos, I did get some good moments. I actually got more pictures this time compared to Indonesian Comic Con. I got more pictures. So the first thing that I did was run into this lovely Scout cosplayer. So she's cosplaying Scout. Yeah, you couldn't see this because unfortunately I couldn't like extend my arm far enough to see it. But she was cosplaying as Scout. So I finally met my fellow TF2 cosplayer. Because man, I haven't seen those in ICC at all. I have no idea why. I have no idea why, but yeah. Sorry. Anyway, what was I up to? Oh yeah, right. So, yeah, this nice TF2 cosplayer, Scout, is very nice. And she told me, right, after I got a picture with her, she told me that I was the third spy that asked for a picture. Like, that's when I know it's like, oh, lots more TF2 cosplayers this time. And yeah, I was right. Because after this, I encountered another TF2 cosplayer. Oh, before that though, I did get a picture of this. Before this, I did get a picture of this. This was an intense Beyblade battle. This was an intense, like, Beyblade fight here between this kid and this dude. And yeah, it was intense. Like, I'm not really into Beyblade, so unfortunately I don't have much say in it. But it was pretty cool seeing it live in person. After that though, after this Beyblade encounter, I encountered another TF2 cosplayer. And this time, it's Medic! Yes, I encountered Medic, and look at that. I mean, honestly, Joe, just look at this Medic cosplay. Like, in my opinion, that is an impressive Medic cosplay. Yeah, the Medigun is well made. The coat and even the glasses. Like, I'm pretty sure that's his actual glasses that he uses for. What's it called? That he uses for himself. Those are actual prescription glasses, but it fits so well. Like, honestly, this cosplay choice is genius. Cosplay choice is really genius. So I finally found another cosplayer. So yeah. That's practically it. I found my brother in TF2 cosplayer, and it's really nice. So yeah. And as you can see here, I already bought some merch. As you can see by my orange tote bag, I already bought some merch. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So it's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. So it's me with a Medic cosplay. After this, however, was another highlight, because after this though was another highlight. In which case, it's this one right here. Now, this is a screenshot from my Twitter post, because my Twitter post has a photo of this, has a video of this actually. So again, follow my Twitter. That's where I update my stuff. So again, follow my Twitter. That's where I update my stuff. So please, did I put a description in my? Oh, I didn't complete my description. Whoops. Okay, that's apparently a rookie mistake. I forgot to complete my description. I only give you a vague description. Where are the links to my socials? What is this, amateur hour? And let me grab mine. Let me see. Let me grab my latest one here. What is this amateur hour? What is this amateur hour thing here. Rookie mistake, Aliveus. Rookie mistake. You're not a rookie. You've been at this for 3 years already. You've been at this for 3 years already. How did I make a mistake that big? But yeah, there we go. All right, so my description has now been updated, thankfully. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so this is a live performance by Unnamed. So if you don't know who Unnamed is, they are a music-focused VTuber. They used to be part of Niji. I'm not gonna say who. I mean, okay, they used to be with Niji, but now they have their own what's it called? They have their own channel. They have their own channel now, so that's where they stream and do covers and stuff. Great stuff. And apparently, fun fact, when I saw this live performance of Unnamed, I was really surprised. They sang an Indonesian song. Like, at first I didn't know what song they were singing, but then immediately I recognized some of the lyrics and I figured out they were singing an Indonesian. And to be honest, that's impressive. That is impressive. Like, Unnamed is already multilingual, but they cannot speak Indonesian, so they cannot speak Indonesian, but they've been asked to guest star in an Indonesian convention. They went out of their way to learn how to sing an Indonesian song, like straight up. Well, like when they were interviewed by what's it called? When they were interviewed by the MC of the stage here, that they basically said that the way that they knew the lyrics was to write out the syllables of the song. Was to basically like go with the song. They decided to go with the song. And they basically, what they did was the syllables of the lyrics of the song was written in, I think it was Korean. I didn't know it was Korean or Japanese, but it was written in either Korean and Japanese. So yeah, it was pretty creative. Not gonna lie, that is a creative way to learn a new song. Just basically romaji it into reverse romaji it. That's what I'm trying to say. They basically reverse romaji the lyrics of this Indonesian song into Japanese or Korea. I don't know. But yeah, it was amazing. Like, there's a seeing them sing live and actually seeing them sing live, and their voice is so good. So yeah. Their voice is just so good. I'm glad that I didn't miss this. This was honestly one of the best highlights of this Komifuro. Like, honestly, this year's Komifuro, not this year, this month's, right? There's Komifuro happens twice a year. Komifuro happens twice a year is honestly one of the most packed. Like, there's so many like creators that are well known, like Dogibird and Unnamed in this panel. Like, honestly, it's so nice to see like a lot of indies being represented in this Komifuro. So that's really good. Like, that's why I wanted to go on the second day, because this was ultimately a really good one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, I witnessed this live again. I have the entire video. Well, not the entire video, but man, I like that video. I recorded it. It's on my Twitter if you want to watch it. So go ahead and watch that, since I can't upload it to YouTube because that'd be copyright infringement. All right, so what's next after this? So after this, I decided to walk around the convention again, buying some merch, which we'll show you later. And then I met this Gerard cosplayer. How do I rotate this? No. How do I rotate this again? Wait, hang on, how do I rotate this? Oh, there we go. There we go. Right, so I met this Gerard cosplayer, right? She's a lovely person. I like the Gerard. Now, what's funny about this was that I wanted to take a picture with another cosplayer besides this Gerard one. The Gerard one was taking a picture with a guy. You know those inflatable T-Rex costumes? There was a guy that had that, and let's just say they and yeah. So I wanted to take a picture with first this Gerard cosplayer, and then with the inflatable T-Rex guy. And just after I took this photo with this Gerard cosplayer, you know what happened? The inflatable T-Rex guy disappeared. No, straight up disappeared. Like I was looking at him 1 minute. And then I took a picture with this Gerard cosplayer, and then suddenly he's gone. He's just gone. Like, he vanished. I don't know exactly how he disappeared that quickly, but I never found him again. I'm not sure if he took off his cosplay or he ran off somewhere, but yeah, let's just say he disappeared quickly. I had no idea where he went after I took a picture with this Gerard cosplayer, so that's how wild it is. Like, where did the T-Rex go? Where did the actual inflatable T-Rex go? It's just absolutely thing. It's just absolutely, like, bizarre that a T-Rex just straight up disappeared, even though I wanted a picture with the inflatable T-Rex guy. But yeah, but I guess that's just fate. It is, but yeah. But at least I got this picture with another dinosaur man. Speaking of which, I just speaking of which, I really love Gerard's like mpreg jokes. The fact that another VTuber in another agency looks exactly like him, which is probably a coincidence, but it is just so funny how he has had another child. First with Ollie, which made Roscoe, and then now it makes this Dino guy from Idol Stage Idol. I forgot what the corpo is called, but yeah. And the fact that they're in the same corpo, by the way, is also so funny. In the same agency too. So I'm guessing, yeah, that's probably why. But yeah. That's pretty fun. So I got this Gerard cosplay, which is pretty good. Okay, next one we've got a next one I've got this guy. This guy, I don't know exactly what character he is, but he just appeared out of nowhere and he wanted a picture. So yeah, I decided to get him. He's like having the shield guy. I think he's just some, I don't know what character is he. I think he's just a regular like riot cop. He's just a riot policeman, so not really any character in particular, but he wanted a picture with me, so I got it. And he was with his mom too, so yeah, she was kind enough to take a picture with to help me get a picture with my phone as well, which is how we got this thing. So yeah. Oh dear, hiccups for some reason. Been talking way too much, I decided to get hiccups. Oh, hiccups, why? Why do I get hiccups? Hang on, let me just grab another sip here. Let me just grab another sip here. Hang on. Okay. Alright. Hopefully, I'm not gonna have hiccups throughout this entire stream, because that'll be something. That'll be something, I tell you. That'll be something, I tell you. That'll be something. But, anyway. So yeah, I got this picture with this riot guy. He's a cool guy. His mom was also cool, too. And then I went to a merch... And then I went to get more merch. And guess what I found? Oh yeah, that is still funny. For those of you who don't know, let me zoom in on what those jars says. Yeah. Guess which jar got more donations? Oh, that is funny. I saw this and I just had to take a picture. But this actually correlates to another photo that we got, which is actually, you can actually start to see a little bit of what's going on behind that good career jar, donation jar. behind that good career donation jar. And that is, of course, me finally encountering another spy cosplayer. Yes, it seems I am not the only spy. You know how long I've waited to say that? I've been wanting to say that in the convention for so long. Like, saying the words, it seems I'm not the only spy. And I can finally say it because I found another spy cosplayer. Yay! So I found another spy cosplayer. Yes! Oh my god, I was so happy when I found another spy cosplayer. Yeah, again, I can finally utter the words, it seems I am not the only spy. And it is so coincidental that I am blue spy and she is red spy. That is so thematically on point that she is red spy and I'm blue spy. It'll be awkward if it's two blue spies, because as you know, you don't stack spies, ladies and gentlemen. If you play TF2, never have more than 2 spies. 2 spies is the absolute maximum you can have for efficient spy play. But yeah, this is honestly, yeah, I've been wanting to utter the words, it seems I'm not the only spy, for so long, and I finally found the perfect time to say that. It seems I'm not the only spy. Oh man, that feels so good to utter those words. I've been waiting to say those words ever since Saturday, when if I find another TF2 cosplayer, but yeah, that's essentially it right there. That's essentially it right there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It seems I'm not the only spy. Therefore, I said it again, because I've been wanting to say that for this whole time, because spy. Finally, another spy cosplayer. So, yeah, that's it. Alright, so that's me meeting another spy, and then after that, what picture did I get after that? Oh, yeah. So I went to the Aka virtual booth here with some of these guys, and I decided to take a picture because guess what? We are distinguished gentlemen here in this community, ladies and gentlemen. Distinguished gentlemen, I tell you. Distinguished gentlemen, I tell you. We are distinguished gentlemen here, so yeah. We are distinguished gentlemen here, so always gotta appreciate other distinguished gentlemen, because we gotta act all gentlemanly. And then of course, I think that's the last one. No, okay, there's one more. There is one more. There is one more, and that is this impressive Springtrap cosplay. Like that, like he was only wearing the head. He wasn't pulling the full body. I mean, I know there was that video that's a Springtrap cosplay that's like really impressive, but I still, again, kudos. Like that head is so impressive. I like it. That head is so impressive. I like this thing. Like this guy went out of his way to make that Springtrap head. It looks really cool. It's not as realistic as Black Noir, but still, it's really cool. I love it. It's so impressive. I had to get a picture with him. Spy and Springtrap. I guess you could say two father figures. In their respective games. If you guys didn't know, Spy is actually Scout's dad. So yeah, that's basically it. But yeah, so this impressive string branch roleplay, I love it. So yeah. So the next photo we've got is this. This is just a nice little outdoor shot. This is at the end of the convention. So this is at the end of the convention right here. So this is just a nice little outdoor shot just to show that, hey, Spy has been here. Spy has successfully infiltrated the convention center. And that's, you know what, that's okay. And you know what, that's actually okay. I like that. So yeah. Alright, my nose is a bit itchy. But yeah. So this is it. This is my spy cosplay outside since the convention is over. I also now have another photo outside, and that's this one right here. So this one is just a little like so basically what is the what's it called? What is the thing? So what is the what's it called? The thing? So yeah. So basically what this is basically just a little outdoor shot. So there was a lot of like these wooded areas near the convention center. So I decided to take a picture because why not? You know, just for the style points. And then for the last photo I have, and that's gotta be this one right here. This one right here, a Zeta themed car, and I thought it would be appropriate to disguise as a genmate of Zeta. A genmate. Oh wait. A genmate of Zetas. And that is of course me disguising as Kobo. And this is actually the moment where you see the mask break. Because if you guys can see, I'm holding up this mask with my hands because the strings gave out. Like when I tried to put this on, the string actually gave out and it broke. So I had to, when I took this picture, I had to hold the mask up with my hands. As you can see here, it is, it's pretty funny, but yeah. It is pretty funny, but yeah, it is pretty funny, but yeah. It's well, what I say I had to do, but yeah, I had to hold this up with my hands just to grab anything. And yeah, that's pretty much concludes it. So, what do I think about the two conventions? I gotta say, the vibes of each conventions is very different. It's very different from one another. So, Comic Con, right? Indonesian Comic Con. I think I can just not show that. There we go. Right. So, Indonesian Comic Con is that. So Indonesian Comic Con is very different. Like in my opinion, Indonesian Comic Con is more chill than Komifuro. So yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, right. Sorry. I had to keep an eye out for my posts. But basically, yeah, the difference is that Comic Con is way like more chill, less chaotic than Komifuro. I think the reason being is because Comic Con is I think the difference is that Comic Con itself is basically what's it called? It's only a showcasing. Like the entire convention, all I saw was showcases. There was less like merch booths and more showcases, in my opinion. That's Comic Con. Comic Con is for like showcasing mostly. There were lots of booths that sell stuff, but it's mostly for showcasing because the booths that sell stuff is official, by the way, like official licensed merch. So they were expensive. So like you had to be like a super dedicated fan to buy the expensive officially licensed stuff. So there wasn't really any fan related stuff. The only fan related booth I saw the entire time was 1. And this is where I got this sticker. Wait. Here we go. And this is where I got this sticker right here. So this sticker is from the one and possibly only, well, not really only, but it was one fan booth that sells fan-made merch. Was where I got this sticker. Was where I got this sticker. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, the entire time there was officially licensed merch. There was, like, again, the officially licensed HoloLive stuff. You know how much one sticker cost? 80,000. I got this for 10k. 10 or 20, I forgot, but it's 10 or 20. It's like a quarter or an eighth of the price of an officially licensed HoloLive sticker. A HoloLive sticker that cost 80,000. An acrylic standee, an officially licensed acrylic standee, costs around, like, what, 200 or 300,000. Compare that to the fan-made one, which they sell it for 110. So yeah, the officially licensed stuff is expensive, let me tell you. So if you want showcases and a lot of official merch, I suggest going to Comic-Con. And it's honestly just a chill time. But that's also because of the place it took place in. Like Jakarta Convention Center is a more chill place, both figuratively and literally. Like, it's less chaotic than Komifuro, and the convention halls were very small. Well, not very, but they were small that you can feel the air conditioning. Compare that to Komifuro. Komifuro is where you want to get fan-made stuff. Fan-made stuff, buying and selling fan-made stuff, that's where Komifuro is, right? And that's a place where you want to buy and sell fan-made stuff. It's a lot more chaotic because the convention itself is bigger. Like, Komifuro takes up at least three convention halls in ICE, in Indonesian Convention and Exhibition Center. It takes 3 exhibition halls for Komifuro. Yes, 3 exhibition halls. Yes, 3 exhibition halls. It was that big. And it is chaotic because you see people just walking everywhere. It was super crowded. But the benefit is that you get fan-made merch that is cheaper than the official one. So that's the benefit. So it depends what vibe you want to go to. If you want official showcases, go to Comic-Con. If you want fan-made stuff, go to Komifuro. If you prefer the more chill experience, definitely Comic-Con. If you want the more chaotic but lots of people but lots of fan-made stuff, definitely go with Komifuro. That's the overall vibe I get to these two. And yeah, that's about it. That's the difference between the two conventions. And if you want to go to which one is completely up to you. Now we get to the exciting part. We get to review the stuff I got from Komifuro. As you can see, there is a lot more. There's a lot more because fan-made stuff is cheaper. So first one we got out of the pile are these stickers. So these stickers are sea creature stickers that features an oceanic white tip and a lemon shark. Now, that features an oceanic white tip and a lemon shark. Now, the sea creatures, there were many sea creatures. There were whale sharks, there were narwhals, there was a swordfish. Now, if it wasn't a normal swordfish and it was a sailfish, I would have grabbed the sailfish. But instead, I got this really cool lemon shark. As you can see, the yellow bits here, that's the lemon shark. And then you have the oceanic white tip. This isn't a white tip reef. This is an oceanic white tip. You can tell because of its body. Like a white tip reef shark is more slender and narrow, perfect for reef hunting, but this one is more oceanic body. So this is a oceanic white tip, and this is a lemon shark. And I got these because these were cool. I love sea creatures. I love sea creatures. I mean, I play Megaquarium. That should give you an idea that I love sea creatures. So yeah. So I got these. These are pretty cool. Next up we have is a standee. So this is an acrylic standee of a Nikkei character. Apparently this character is named Alice. Now, I'm not a big Nikkei fan, so you may be wondering why I got a Nikkei
character standee, but honestly it's because the quality of this standee is really good. Because if you look closely here, that is really good. I mean, I know you're probably not gonna see as much in camera, but it is so good quality. The print is really well. The standee is pretty thick too. Like, it isn't thin. It isn't thin. It doesn't feel flimsy. It's really cool, and I like the characters. Now, there were other characters, but let's just say they're not exactly safe to bring home, if you know what I mean. Because I still live with my parents, so that's probably why. But yeah, there was definitely a lot more standees that were on the not so safe side, so I decided to grab the most say-so one, and honestly though, I'm happy. Like, it may not be as skimpy as the other standees, but honestly though, just the print quality alone is really good. Actually, we're just gonna assemble this on stream, because why not? Let's actually assemble this on stream right here. I mean, I didn't make this a hand cam stream, so why don't I just assemble these on stream? So here we go. So let's pull it out. Let's pull it out. Yeah, how do I do this? Okay, I can't pull these out. Are they stuck? I think this is stuck. Wait. Okay, I don't want to bend anything here, so I guess we gotta have gravity do the job here. Okay. So there we go. That's the character. Her name is Alice, apparently. So her name is Alice right here. Again, I'm not caught up on Nikkei lore, so please correct me if I'm wrong. Feel free to do that in the chat here. And then we got a thing here. We got the stand. Okay, there we go. There's a stand. There we go. There's the stand right here. Is the rough part is on the rough part is the thing, right? The rough part is the bottom part, right? I don't know which one is the bottom part here. Is it the rough side or the smooth side that's the rough part here? Again, can I pull this card out? This seems interesting. Or is that it? Yeah, I guess I can't pull this out. Oh, wait, no, I can't. Never mind. I can pull this out. So it's just a card. It's not really a thing. It's just a card. It's just the artist here, Hoshino Sera. So yeah. Now, to put this together, right? Is it the smooth side or the rough side that's the upper part? I don't want to end up, like, having to redo it all over again. I would imagine it's the smooth part, right? Yeah, it's a smooth part, so it goes like this. It goes like this here. Just insert it to the slot. Just press it together. There we go. Hang on a little bit, that's not deep enough. Try not to break it. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, there we go. We got it. I got it. Hang on, see if I can press it a little deeper. Right. Gotta be careful not to break it here. That'll be very shameful that I just broke this the first time. So yeah, there we go. So we have our first... okay, it's very hard to angle this because... So here we go, our very first standee that we assembled on screen. And that's gonna go very well. She's very tall though. So... okay, there we go. So she goes right there, alongside this Gurabaya standee here. She goes right here. She does get a little bit in the way though, so I may reposition her. Actually, what do we reposition? So maybe it's best if she goes a little bit this way, towards the mouse. Yeah, I think that works. It's not gonna intrude on my mouse movement too much. Maybe just a little bit back. Yeah, there we go. So there it is. So that's the Gurabaya standee I bought last year. Is this the new Alice standee I've got? So yeah, pretty cool. Oh, that's too high. Don't want to expose my face. All right, so next up we have our... right, so let's just get this. I think we just put this back in. I don't want to throw this away though, so I'll put you over there for now. I'll put you over there for now. You too. So next up we have this Ollie poster, because of course we have to get something related to my Oshi. That is my one and only obligation when looking for fan merch, is to get something that is related to my Oshi, and that is of course our resident crazy zombie idol. Crazy zombie idol. So here we have our Oshi. Pretty standard poster material here, an A4 size. In A4 size, and I gotta say the artwork is really great. The artwork depicted here, pretty great, pretty good. So I will hang these not on stream. I'll hang this sometime later, but I will definitely hang this. So yeah, I will definitely hang this. So yeah, I will. So let me just put it back in the plastic wrapping for safekeeping, because I'm not gonna hang these now. So yeah, I'm not gonna hang these now. So we're just gonna put it back in the plastic for safekeeping. And then we have this little cute medic sticker here. That I got for free. This is a freebie that I got for cosplaying Spy. Like, somebody was a fan of TF2. They made a medic poster that unfortunately sold out, but they're kind enough to give me this little medic sticker freebie right here. So that's very cute. I like that. I like, oh, look at that. That is the best focus I've ever gotten this entire stream. Wow. But yeah. Okay, so the last one is of course being on brand. We have a Mimi Sentry poster. The reason I grabbed this is simple. I was cosplaying Spy. That's it. That's the whole point I got these. The whole point I got this was that I was cosplaying Spy. So I decided, why not grab something TF2 related? And boom, I happened to encounter a Mimi Sentry poster. I know Mimi Sentry is kind of dead. Like, it's not really as much of a meme as it is now, but still though, I like the quality of this one. I'm not gonna open this one because again, I'm not gonna hang them now, so I'm just gonna keep them in the plastic wrapping for safekeeping. But I gotta say, artwork depicted here, very cute, very cute. I like my Mimi Sentry's design. It's really awesome. It's really awesome. I like it. I like this little guy. I like this little gremlin right here. Very good. So yeah, that's about it. So yeah, that's about it. Plus we got the tiny little sea creatures here. Right there. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, so that concludes... Oh, my mic. Again, why? Mike, why must you do this? Again, Mike, why must you do this? But yeah, that concludes our little thing. Our little stream. That's all I did, really. Conventions, I infiltrated them as Spy. I got some lovely merch, and we even assembled this little girly right here on stream. So that's really cool. So this, apparently the character is called Alice, and yeah. Apparently the character is called Alice. I think I got the right side up, because the right side is way cleaner compared to the bottom side. So yeah. So we got this little Alice standee. Even though I don't play Nikkei, I think she looks pretty cute. And honestly, this standee quality is very good. I actually love this. So yeah. Yeah, I don't play Nikkei, but I know quality. But I know a quality product when I see it. So yeah. And I tried looking for an Ollie standee, by the way. Like, honestly, I wanted an Ollie standee to go alongside the this standee right here that I already have. The only other acrylic standee I have is this Gurabaya right here. This is what I like to call Gurabaya, because as you can see, it's a reference to Surabaya, but Sura is replaced by Gura, so it's Gurabaya. So yeah, that's the only thing I got is this Gurabaya standee. So these are the only two standees that I have as of now. And these are the only two standees that I have as of now. I wanted an Ollie standee, but apparently, I don't know why, I looked everywhere in not every booth. Now, the reason being is because I was kind of rushing at the booths, because again, the event ends at around 6:30, so there wasn't really much time for me to relax and actually scan each booth to see what they have. So yeah, to see what they have. So yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't find an Ollie standee with the limited time I have, so I got her as a substitute. But next time, I will look for an Ollie standee. So yeah, that's definitely what I'm looking for. I'm looking for an Ollie standee, just so I can complete my collection of Oshis. But for now, I think this Alice standee is actually really cool looking. Now that I think about it, now that I take a closer look at it, yeah, she has a very sturdy build. Here, and her colors are really cool. Like, maybe I might check out Nikkei in the future, but I want to see. I mean, I'm not really into gacha games because honestly, it's I mean, I see the fun of gacha games, but for me, it's that I don't really have to like roll for characters, since that's just basically just gambling. I ain't that type of person. I'm not the type of person that shills out real money for like virtual products. That's just the type of guy I am. I'm not gonna revolve around that personality too, but it's just me just not being comfortable with spending real money for like virtual items. I think that's not really a good investment on my part. So yeah. Other than that, that's pretty much the end of it. That is pretty much the end of it. That is pretty much the end of my little journey as Spy. First time cosplaying, go to first time Indonesian Comic Con, and yeah, I had a good time. I loved this weekend. Definitely a good time. I definitely love going to conventions and cosplaying too. So I might cosplay again in the future. Maybe something a little more challenging. Maybe something a little more challenging next time. Like maybe a harder cosplay, but I think for now, I like it the way I am. So yeah. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Okay, so that's basically all I've got here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. That's the end of my journey. That's the end of this hand cam stream. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do another one in the future, but I will, because I actually like these. These are fun. And there goes my rip right glove, by the way. Rip my right glove for my cosplay, thus leaving me as the one glove spy. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. So yeah. Should I end it here? It's yeah, you know what, this is a perfect time to end it. Exactly 2 hours long, just in my time for anyway. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I do enjoy it. Let's stay, like, I did assemble these guys for you right there, so that's really cool. That's my setup, as you guys can see. I will stick Gura somewhere in there and stick the sea creatures there, but for now we're just gonna be right here. So we are just gonna be right here. So yeah, again, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching as I share my feelings, oh not feelings, as I share my experience attending 2 conventions and all the merch I got. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I think we're just gonna end it here because my voice is getting a little a little tired here, even though I drank almost an entire bottle of this. Almost an entire bottle of this. I don't know, like that is how much is left. I don't know why. I guess it's because I don't do a lot of free talk streams. Usually I have like silent gameplay moments to rest my voice, but since we don't right now, I just yap on to tell you guys about it. But yeah. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching this hand cam stream of me reviewing all my merch and all the journeys I went through. Rip my right hand glove, by the way. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, please give it a like. So feel free to subscribe as well. Your support is very much appreciated. Follow my Twitter, that's where I update my stuff. Follow my Blue Sky as well, that's where I update my stuff. If you want to feel free to join my Discord server, you certainly can. If we can, that's where I update my stuff, and sometimes we can hang out. But otherwise, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys once again so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.